welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas. We bring you the latest in everything cool every single day around here, and this one is dedicated to our buddy in Vancouver named Mark McLeod, who always takes great care of us. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for your support of EPN. This rundown is dedicated to you. It turns out the rumored new PS4 won't be announced at E3 after all. Sony won't be confirming the redesigned version of the console next week at E3 because they went ahead and announced it today instead. Speaking with the Financial Times, Sony Interactive Entertainment President Andrew House confirmed rumors that a high-end PS4 is in the works. As expected, it will support 4K and is designed to work better with the upcoming PlayStation VR headset. As for games, all titles will still support the standard PS4, and Sony expects all or a very large majority of titles to also support the high-end PS4. He didn't say if this means both systems will play games off the same disc or if developers will have to release separate versions of their games for each system. It's also unclear what this means for multiplayer. Because the new PS4 is higher end, it will cost more than the existing model, although a specific price and launch window have yet to be named. We won't be finding out more at E3, unfortunately. Andrew House says that the new PS4 will be skipping the show, with Sony planning to give it a full reveal at a later date. Meanwhile, Microsoft is rumored to be announcing a pair of new Xbox One consoles at the show, so at least we'll have something in the hardware department to look forward to. Nintendo is working on its own new console, codenamed the NX, but it's still pounding the competition in the handheld market. The company has announced that the Nintendo 3DS has just passed a huge sales milestone. It's now sold more than 60 million units worldwide since it launched back in 2011. That number includes all the different versions of the device and actually makes the 3DS the best-selling current-gen gaming platform, beating the PS4, which has sold 40 million units. For comparison, the last Nintendo handheld, the DS, sold more than 150 million units over its 9-year lifespan. Nintendo might be on the verge of replacing the 3DS with something newer. There are rumors that the NX will include some kind of handheld functionality, allowing users to take it with them when they leave the house. That's all speculation at this point, so we'll have to wait until Nintendo provides more details about the new system later this year, and not at E3. Are you burnt out with the Burnout franchise? Not me. Speaking with MCV, former Criterion Games studio director and co-founder Fiona Sperry revealed that she wants to create a new racing game that would be a spiritual successor to the Burnout franchise. She says that they never really delivered on the potential of what the Burnout series had to offer, notably the awesome destruction-based physics, and she would love to revive the series. Sperry left Criterion Games in 2014 to form a new studio with many of the original Burnout developers, but if they do make a new racing game, chances are they won't be able to call it Burnout. The franchise is still owned by EA. The publisher hasn't released any new games in the main Burnout series since 2008's Burnout Paradise, with the exception of the spin-off, Burnout Crash, that hit in 2011. EA currently has Criterion Games working on an all-new open-world racing IP that will encompass cars, helicopters, wingsuits, and more. Hopefully we'll get a new look at that at E3. And while we're on the subject of comebacks, one of the most hilarious shows of the last decade might be coming back. Larry David is thinking about making a new season of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
This is chaos.
That's according to the show's co-star, J.B. Smoove, who says that David told him that he's thinking about reviving the show, where he plays a highly fictionalized version of himself who always gets into trouble and awkward situations.
We don't really see each other in L.A., so why, if we're in one city all the time and we never have lunch in that city, why would we have lunch in the new city?
Curb Your Enthusiasm ended its run on television in 2011 after 8 seasons, and fans have been hoping for more ever since.
I respect your skills, really.
They might want to curb their expectations, though. There's no indication that Larry David will actually follow through and make a new season. We'll let you know if more details come in.
You need to do better. That's just shoddy.
It looks like an old movie is being turned into a TV series. Kevin Smith has revealed that he's working on a TV show based on his 1995 comedy Mallrats. The first season will consist of 10 episodes and pick up with the same characters all these years later, so the show will serve as the sequel that Smith has been trying to get off the ground for years. Mallrats bombed at the box office when it was first released, but has since earned a large cult following and found new life thanks to home video and the internet. The film is notable for featuring a cameo by comic book legend Stan Lee, well before his cameos became a staple of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There's no word yet on when audiences can expect to see the new Mallrats TV series on the airwaves.
Damn, Soundbomb, show some heart.
And now we're going to talk about a TV series that's being turned into a movie. Universal Studios is moving forward with their long-in-development Battlestar Galactica film. The movie is expected to be a clean reboot of the franchise, not a continuation of any of the specific TV shows, and retell the story of fleeing humans struggling to survive against the genocidal Cylon robots. Deadline reports that the new film will be helmed by Francis Lawrence, who directed the recent Hunger Games movies, and he's just the latest in a long line of directors who have been attached to the project over the years. There's no telling when the studio plans to release the film, but given that it's already been in development for many years, don't hold your breath. Star Wars and Indiana Jones composer John Williams isn't planning to retire anytime soon. Speaking with Variety, the 84-year-old film composer says that he hopes to write the original score for Star Wars Episode 8, due out in 2017. Williams has composed all of the previous big-screen Star Wars movies, including The Force Awakens, so this would be a nice way for the new film to stick with tradition. Williams has been forced to drop a few big projects in recent years due to health concerns. He was unable to compose the music for frequent collaborator Steven Spielberg's recent movie Bridge of Spies, although he was able to do the music for Spielberg's next project, the BFG. Spielberg recently stated that he hopes Williams will also be able to compose the music for the 5th Indiana Jones movie coming in 2019, and before that, he'll do the music for Spielberg's Ready Player One. I hope I'm still that active when I'm his age. Star Wars Battlefront players have almost got permission to land in Cloud City. Bespin, the second paid batch of DLC for the game, is set to launch June 21st for Season Pass holders and July 5th for everyone else. The DLC will give players new maps set in and around Cloud City, with Baron Administrator Lando Calrissian appearing as one of 2 new playable hero characters. The second is the lesser-known bounty hunter Dengar, who never actually appeared on Cloud City in the films. The DLC will also include 2 new weapons, one a close-range blaster and the other a sniper rifle, and you'll also get a new Cloud Car vehicle to use in aerial combat. This is the second of 4 expansions included in the game's Season Pass. The third will launch this fall and take players inside the Death Star, while the 4th expansion, coming in early 2017, has yet to be detailed. We've got our fingers crossed that it will take place on the Wookiee homeworld of Kashyyyk. And that does it for our rundown today. We'll be back again on Monday from Los Angeles for E3. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend. Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.